Hi guys, I'm Isabel Shippey, and today I just want to give you a word of encouragement from Romans 8, especially during this difficult time. But before we get into Romans, I want to start off with a verse from 2 Timothy 1:7. It says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." Now, fear is something we all deal with, but it's definitely not from God. God has given us His Spirit instead, His power, His presence, and even His mind to overcome fear. That's why I think it's so important to be spiritually minded in these times. In Romans 8:6, it says, "To be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace." Now, we can either think the thoughts of this world, full of chaos or lies, or we can think the thoughts of Christ, which leads to life and peace. But not the world's peace, which says when there is no difficulty, no persecution, no turmoil, and no peril, that's where we can find peace. But Christ's peace passes all understanding, because in the midst of distress and difficulty, that's where we can find peace in Him. And yet in Romans 8:37, it says, "In all these things we are more than conquerors through Him who loved us." I looked up the phrase "more than conquerors" in my study Bible, and it literally means over and above and to conquer. It describes one who is super victorious and who wins more than just an ordinary victory. Isn't that like our God? He doesn't just want us to barely win the battle or just barely get by. He wants us to be a conqueror who super exceeds it all. If God is for us, who can be against us? Just be encouraged that as you go through trials, Christ is with you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. When you go through deep waters, you will not be overwhelmed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.